We've got Annie Passionetti, award-winning author, who is one of the authors on Big Ideas, also an author for Australian Education Today. So look, I always get that wrong. So Annie's going to take you through the new series. The new series runs from Foundation to Year 10, but we'll go through the primary part of the series today. Also in the room, you might be familiar with some faces. Todd Richardson is a sales consultant for the South East and all the way down to Rosebud and Sorrento, and he gets all the nice drives. And you might know me through the eastern suburbs. And Sam is our marketing coordinator at Oxford University Press. So please welcome Annie, and thank you for coming along today.
Well, as Anna said, thank you for coming. Today, as she said, I'll take you through the components of the Big Ideas program and give you a little bit of background about it too. Feel free to ask me questions as you go along if you've got any, and I'll give you a chance at the end as well. I'll try and also give you a bit of a chance to get your hands on some of the materials, and you'll see in your pack as we go along. I've followed through one lesson for you, so you can get an idea of what's in there and how it all sort of hangs together. Hopefully you'll come out of it with an understanding of what it's all about. Which brings me to the first thing, which is the big idea behind it, and why it's called Big Ideas. So it aligns with the Australian curriculum, both pedagogically and in terms of content. And it's a Big Ideas approach that looks at the concepts, what's important, how does it fit together, what do I really understand, and the bit that I think is really important is how do I connect my learning to the real world. I've read a lot lately about Australia's chief scientist, a lot considering I didn't know Australia had a chief scientist, but apparently do, called Professor Ian Chubb. And he's been in the media a lot because he's been saying he believes the decline in students continuing maths through high school is a direct result of it not being connected to real life. I know for me, I sort of switched off when we hit parabolas and parabolic calculations that to this day I do not know what use they have. And that for me was like, oh, why am I doing it? And that switched me off maths. So a big focus throughout the Big Ideas series is on making those connections to real life for kids. The series also favours depth over breadth, which is what, if you're familiar with the Australian curriculum, which I'm sure most of you are, what the big push is for the Australian curriculum. So rather than covering lots of topics in not very much depth, there's lots of different ways to cover a single topic. So, and for me, it's been good when I've used it because it caters to both a lot of abilities and sort of learning preferences as well with that depth. So, you'll find as we go along that there are a lot of activities that connect to particular ideas. Here it says by engaging with discovering and exploring the big ideas, and that engage, discover and explore are three of the main phases in the program, and I'll take you through those. So as Anna mentioned, it is a national program, and it goes from, I have to get used to saying foundation. I had to do it yesterday. I was in Adelaide yesterday. I just got straight off the plane to come here. So in Adelaide, I had to be careful because I'm Victorian. I had to make sure I wasn't talking about prep, but at least I can sleep. But it goes from foundation to year 10. One of the things, I've been working for Oxford for 4 or 5 years now. One of the things I really like about working with them is that they're very big on research, and that everything that they develop comes from a research base. This particular program has lots of people who've worked on it, but the Prep to 2 part, for example, was developed by Professor Elizabeth Warren and Eva de Vries, and both of them have been out in Indigenous communities and in disadvantaged communities working with children, and have used what they found works there and built it into this program. And I'm told they're actually, that part of the program is actually up for an Australian Publishing Association award, which is, I think, on Thursday night, the award. So already it's been recognised that it is a good program. There are several key components, and they are the student books. Then there's a professional support book that supports it or could be used independently. Then there are kits at each year level. I have the Prep to 2 one here. The 341 561 unfortunately isn't published yet, so I will be focusing on Prep to 2 today. I chose to focus on Year 2, so if you're a teacher like that, hopefully it relates just a little bit more than prep would. But in the early kit, there's an interactive CD, which I will actually show you a little bit of too, because that's quite good. There are guided readers. There is a book that's got pre-assessment extension activities as well as task cards, and we'll have a look at all of those in more detail as we go along. So I'll just move now